Hi guys, we will be talking about our second individual assignment, the work breakdown structure and the work time estimation. You can see I've included the Dropbox link, the rubric link, as well as a free template you are welcome to use. The work breakdown structure, hopefully you have had time to read through Module 3. I have provided examples and videos in the module. It is within the content, and I cover the work breakdown structure in detail in that Module 3. So make sure you have read through that thoroughly before attempting the work breakdown structure on your own. You can see that this document details all work activities to be done for the completion of project implementation. In your case, you're going to be implementing a 5K. You have paired it with a philanthropy, and we are going to be making sure that we have all of the different phases for the project. You can see that the work breakdown structure is a top-down breakdown of each work package until it is at its most basic level of having one task and one owner. This step, in addition to estimating the work, is essential to perform because it allows a prediction of how many hours, and you can think about this in terms of effort or manpower of work for a project or program to actually take place. It's also a great tool in estimating how much a project will cost. It also helps identify any risks, especially risks to your critical success factors. Remember, we have highlighted schedule, scope, budget, and quality as our critical success factors. So we need to make sure that we are monitoring any risks that would affect those. You can see that you are going to be turning in a work breakdown structure for your specific 5K. And these are the requirements. Of course, you can read through the rubric in detail. But you're going to choose that either a graphical or outline format. Again, I have provided examples of both of those in Module 3. This is a graphical template here, but you are welcome. Many times, some students decide not to use a graphical template because you may need to be a little bit more tech savvy. Sometimes the outline format can be a little bit easier to operate. However, I encourage students to be creative and pick what works best for you. Again, it is important that if you do use the outline format, that you don't just open up Word and give me a list of work breakdowns of work tasks. I want there to be organization throughout this entire project. This course emphasizes organization and structure, and I want to make sure that that is reflected in your work. So make sure that you are using a professional template and outlining all the work and detailing it as much as possible. We are going to be including phases in your project. You're going to have a planning phase, an implementation phase, and a post-implementation or evaluation phase. You have probably seen these words before. Hopefully you have. In your health science courses, we emphasize these a great deal in terms of planning a health program, in terms of preparing for that, looking at evaluation. You're taking courses in program planning. This course emphasizes implementation. So you will include during the implementation phase, this is the actual day of the 5K. And then, of course, after the 5K will come post-implementation evaluation portion of the 5K. Right? So what would have to be done after the actual race day took place? Each phase will include all of the work, and it will have multiple tasks that should be completed during that specific phase. So you'll need to think through, and I have given you an idea. The thing that will help you think through all of the work that should be done in each of these phases is that work planning kit, is the 5K planning kit. So make sure that you are reading through that and utilizing this during your work breakdown structure. You will need to think through all of the work packages. These are more of your big ticket items that will go in each of these phases. For example, you may have a work package called marketing, right? Then you would have multiple tasks that would go under marketing. For example, social media. And then you would start listing, you would need to make sure that you were thinking through all of the things that would pertain to work for social media to spread the word about your 5K. Okay? So at the lowest level of breakdown, each task should have one specific owner. While I do provide a minimum number of required tasks for each phase of the project in the rubric, I expect you to critically think through the project phases to see if you have enough detail. And you can really ask yourself, would this level of detail be enough to accomplish your 5K? If I looked at your list and I looked at your entire work breakdown structure and I followed that list, would we actually get your 5K off the ground? Once the work is broken down, use a bottom-up approach to estimate time to complete each task. So if we are just looking at your marketing box, right? We're just looking at one work package of your planning phase, and we looked at all the tasks you had underneath the marketing work package. And then we use a bottom-up approach, all the tasks and subtasks, and we use that bottom-up approach to estimate how much time it would take for your marketing within your planning phase. Something else important that I have included in the rubric, you need to make sure that you use an action verb for every single task that you provide. For example, your work package marketing, that might be your just one phrase, but every single task underneath marketing should start with an action verb. And like I said, this is included in the rubric for the work breakdown structure. So make sure you do take time to read through that. You also need to make sure you report each task, each work package and task. You need to make sure that it is written in hours and minutes, and that you give me an entire number of hours for the total project, for the total work breakdown structure, and each phase of the project. So make sure you are utilizing your resources, you're reading through the rubric, you're making sure that you understand the work that has to be done in order to launch your project. Please let me know any questions after you have read through your resources thoroughly. Have a great day.